Welcome to Goblins and Aliens. Today I'm going to paint a Synthwave model. I've wanted to paint another Synthwave model for a wee while, but I could never find the right model. Then Games Workshop kindly released a new range of aspect warriors. Plus, my daughter keeps telling me I should paint brighter models. So let's give Baharroth a Synthwave treatment. I could call this model complete. I was aiming for that style of synthwave that you have two different lights on either side that give that lovely wraparound feel, leaving the middle sort of dark. I didn't commit enough to it, so it looks like two different object source lightings. I should have gone pink or a purple and a teal. To fix my unprepared mistake, I'm gonna come back in and darken this a lot. Don't get me wrong, I quite like the look of these OSLs, but they just don't fit the idea I had in my head. I do really like the way these wings came out, and they were the easiest part of doing this model, and I really like the velvety look to this little flag thing here. So I think I found myself a new purple recipe that I might put on another video. I'm going to go through and fix what I think I need to fix. Finally, I've completed Baharroth. Very happy with the finish on this. Now I know my original plan was to have that synthwave glow, but it didn't show out the way I wanted it to, and I have to remember that it is only paint and there is no shame changing direction mid-project. If you remember my last synthwave video, it all went wrong several times. But this time I think I've nailed it. I think the key is to have definitive darkness to allow the brightness to really shine. Till the next video, thanks for watching and take care.